What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of From the Sideline. I'm your host, Troy, and I'm back with the boys. What's up, fellas?
Yo.
What's up, Troy?
How you guys feeling today?
Feeling great, man.
All right. Pretty good.
Hey, BooWop be here in a minute, but we got Mr. NBA back in the building. What's up, Mr. NBA?
Hey, man, what's going on, man? Glad to be back here, man.
Word, good to
Got
have
my
you
audio
back.
figured out.
That's right. Good to hear that. Good to hear that. Theo, what's up, Theo? The man himself, the player, the coach, everything else.
How y'all doing, man?
We missed you over here, man. Anything you heard, you want to address? I know some people not here. Today Gbaby birthday. Shout out Gbaby. Happy birthday, man.
Shout out to Gbaby, bro.
Happy birthday, Gbaby. I ain't got the the soundboard like GK. We missed you, GK. I'm gonna get one, so I gotta play the happy birthday for him. But shout out GK. Nigel, what's good?
What's good, Troy? Back for another episode.
Yeah, I mean, every week, same time. I mean, a little late, but same time. You'll find us somewhere here. I don't want to bring the mood down, but Mel, what's good, Mel? Mel, if you wanna jump on, there's a spot. Let me know. I'll send you the link. But yeah, my a big piece of Boston history has passed away, and Bill Russell. So I do, every time we do have a passing, I do like to try to pay our respect. So I wanted to take a moment to just, say rest in peace to Bill Russell. Condolences to his family. Hope you guys stay strong. He was a great person. You hear stories around the league of, things he done, the charities and stuff that he got involved with. So, it was his time. God called him home. And anything that you guys want to say?
R.I.P. to a legend, man.
Legend.
He was a legend. He was classy about the way he handled his business.
Mm-hmm.
He was a coach. He was everything, man. So shout out to a legend, bro.
Yeah. Rest in peace. He a legend in like everything. It ain't just basketball. It ain't just it's everything. Like
It's everything.
Like, man. Yeah. He's one of them. So gotta pay his respect.
Yeah, man. Rest in peace to the GOAT. 11 rings, man. He is, like I said, he was a big piece of basketball history. So he definitely gonna be missed.
100%, man. Sad to see, the greats go, but I mean, this is what happened, man. I just want to say, some of you youngins out there, I need to start putting some respect on these guys, these older guys' names, because without basketball, I mean, without these guys, there's no basketball, man. Without these guys doing what they did, no matter what era they played in, that's what started what you see today. And it's like I don't hear enough, and what I love to see is somebody is on point. That's what started. You got to bring your camera up a little bit, Melvin, but somebody's on point. Somebody is on point. You got to bring your camera up a little bit, Melvin. Somebody. That's Melvin. That's Melvin all the way. That's Mel all the way. Look, he in the chat too. He in the chat too. I tried to figure it out because I got both. I got Twitch and YouTube. I'm like, all of a sudden my audio cut on. Mel, you gotta mute yourself once you got the audio figured out. I did it already. But so you younger guys need to start putting some respect on these older guys' names, but because without them, man, there ain't no basketball that you see today. We don't get to see the game change in the way it changed from the time Bill Russell played to now. Like we don't get to see that. Like what it started in 1872 or 76, something like that.
Bro.
When was the NBA started?
Not that far back.
Not that far, no.
It wasn't 1980? No,
that's like baseball stuff.
1947.
1947?
Yeah.
You looked it up?
No, I just 75 years. 75 years.
It's not 75, yeah.
Okay. I thought it was like 18. Maybe that's when the guy.
I think that's when it was created, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I'm probably thinking of.
Yeah.
Yeah, but start put some respect, man. Put some respect. But no, we got to get into it. I know we got to transition from one sad thing to one funny thing. But did you guys see the clip of DeJounte Murray saucing the guy up in the basketball game?
Straight wild. He hit him like 6 times in the ball.
He sauced him up. Like I don't understand it. Theo, have you ever seen something like that in the EuroLeague?
Nah,
You ever seen?
bro. I see the clip.
You ain't see the clip?
Oh man, y'all, you gotta watch that.
One of the Morris twins did that in the actual NBA game. He got ejected for it.
Oh man, the guy was playing tight defense. Or look it up. Look up the DeJounte. Just take the time.
I don't know if it was Marcus or Markeith, but one of them did it in the NBA game.
You gotta look it up and watch it, Theo. Take the time out, mute yourself. There you go. Look it up, and then we can talk about it. Because then he just
6 times, dog.
One on the back and then wink to the head. Like,
drove and got the call.
I just want to ask a question. If a guy did that to you in the street, y'all ain't fighting?
Nah, them fighting words. Those fighting words.
Y'all ain't fighting. If he just think like it's not like he did the off the easy. Like that's a basketball street basketball.
He was hitting them. Like, he assaulted.
If it was one time, if it was one time, I'd
no, it's not even one time.
It
wasn't. It's like in the manner he did it. He just like
disrespectful.
He beat him, bro.
He beat him like he was his dad. Like, this is what I told you when you challenged me. Like that's
actual
crazy.
Assault, bro.
That's crazy, man. That's just wild. Theo over there, like, Theo, look it up, Theo.
Look it up.
He trying to
look
see
it up. Nah, he need to watch it. I don't want to tell him what it is. You got to watch it for yourself so you can see him. Look at Theo. Theo, like, nah, bro. I asked you again, Theo. Have you ever seen something like that in the EuroLeague?
No.
Nah, you gotta fight. Like that's the only option. You gotta fight.
You have to do that to me.
You gotta fight.
You're not fitting to do it to me, bro.
Oh,
that's crazy. Like he was like, nah, this is not the NBA, so I could do things that I can't do in the NBA here.
He sunned him. That's what he did.
I'm sorry, I know he's famous, but that video would have ended a totally different way.
Oh yeah.
Ding, ding. It would have been some bink, 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 but it would have been bink after that.
There's been some ejections going down.
There would have been a lot of ejections. They would threw me out the arena.
That was
that's not a good look.
I would have. You seen it? You didn't see it, Melvin?
No, I saw it. Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, I saw it.
That's crazy, bro. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing
it. I used to hoop in the league too, that summer league too, in the A.
Yeah, that's you right there. You just did that to you.
You getting away with that, bro.
You're like, throw me out. I don't want to go to the NBA. Just throw me out.
Right. I'm out of here.
I'm going to the EuroLeague. Like, man, I'm not doing this because you can't, Gabe. You can't do that over there. You can't do that over there. Hopefully we get spicy up here, Gabe. Hopefully, but like, no, we just talking about the DeJounte Murray beating the guy over the head with the basketball.
Sure.
So if you haven't seen that, go check it out because that was crazy.
Just saying it out loud, and then
they beat him. I can't say it no other way. What do you call it? What do you call it?
I don't even know, dog. Like
disrespect. That's what I call it. That's something else.
What do you call it? Somebody give me a name for it. I want to know.
We gonna call it the Bugs Bunny. Gave him the Bugs Bunny.
He gave that nigga the pounce. Like, what did he give him?
First of all, I'm fouling you right away.
Okay, I'm grabbing. Right. Yes, I'm doing what Trevor Ariza did.
Foul into a chokehold. I don't know what you talking about. I'm gonna foul him into a chokehold.
That's what I would have done.
Roger,
you about to go to sleep.
I would have tripped him. I would have tripped him, son.
At least.
Yeah. I would have tripped him. He would have had to go down
the drain if that would have happened.
Right, he would have had to go hit the ground, son, real hard. I would have got both his legs. I would have got both. You know how hard you fall when you get both the legs. He wasn't starting. He wasn't starting for the Atlanta this year. I'm sorry. I don't wish injury on nobody, but you do that to me, bro. I ain't got no. What choice do you leave me? What choice? Just tell me what choice do you beat? And he probably was like, all right, he's an NBA player. Like, nah, bro.
NBA player, no NBA player. Everybody's the same on the court.
It would have been the headline. DeJounte Murray gets knocked out by.
Question mark.
Man, you should have stayed in San Antonio.
You should. You go back to where you from, bro.
Right. Go back to where you came from.
Because we don't do that over here in this summer league game. Like if he would have just off the heezy me bang, all right, I could take that.
That's one, yeah.
It's
yeah.
happened to me. Like even if he off the easy, cross goes off the easy, I was like, all right, it's a street move. You trying to spam it, like you gonna get me tight, and I'm just gonna I'm gonna throw the ball at you crazy, like when I get the chance to. You know, that's the response to it. But if I'm close to you and you just hit the ball off my back and then go off my head, that's not a basketball. That's not a street move. That's not a street basketball move. That's a fight me. That's a I'm bigger than you. You smaller than me move. Like it ain't nothing you gonna do if I do this to you type.
That's
shit.
like
if I'm speaking honestly,
right there.
like if I'm speaking honestly, like you're not getting away with that even in prison. You do that to somebody you fighting, it's a riot on the yard. Like it's a riot on the yard, bro. It would have been a riot on the yard. That would have got jumped in that place.
Don't no ball in my head unless it's an accident. You can slide, but any other
there's multiple times like that, back to back to back to back. That's like you know exactly what you're doing on that point.
No, the intent is crazy. The intent is crazy.
You know who to do.
No, exactly. That's my point when I say I'm big, you small. If I do this, there ain't nothing you could do about it. Like that's crazy. Like you can't think like that. I don't support that. I'm for players, but I don't support that.
That's why we need more Matt Barnes and Steven Jacksons in the league, man.
Can't
be getting away with that, bro.
Isaiah Stewart.
Isaiah Stewart is crazy.
Hold me back. Hold me back.
Don't hold me. Don't hold me is what he was saying. Don't hold me back. Yeah, it's the opposite with him. Yeah, I ain't hear my take, but that's the opposite. He's a New York kid, bro. Grew up in New York City. I live right next to New York City. I know what those are like. Okay, I could tell you firsthand. Even the little shy ones, the little ones that don't only want to fight you, go crazy, bro. I'm telling you.
Those are ones.
That was real emotion. I'm telling you, that was real emotion. He wanted to get to him. He didn't care. And that for a while, he didn't care who. And you won't see it again from him, though, because they definitely sat him down and was like,
oh, yeah.
That happens again.
Probably not from him. Somebody else going to pull it.
Going to have to go to the EuroLeague. I think Theo is frozen.
Yeah, that's not a good look, though.
Yeah, definitely. Theo was frozen. I don't know which investigation to start with.
What you mean? What you mean?
It's 2 investigations going down in the NBA.
Oh, the tampering.
Oh, the Knicks and the Sixers about the tampering.
Yeah, what's up with that?
The Knicks guilty. The Knicks guilty.
The Knicks
are guilty. They both are.
And
the Knicks definitely guilty. They was clearing up the money as soon as they knew.
They signed them before free agency. They signed them before free agency.
Yeah, I think they both are. They're both as guilty. They were doing. Philly was doing everything too. That's why That's why Harden declined his.
Philly is getting it. Philly is getting it because of PJ Tucker.
Mm-hmm.
James Harden, and then the other dude, what's his name? I had
Daniel
his name.
Daniel
House. Yeah, House. So it's like, but yeah, but is that on the 76ers or is that on James Harden? Because you don't think James Harden was talking about come over here, it's a better team, like, and they like, yeah, we're gonna sign with the 76ers, and they told the agent, yeah, I want to sign with the 76ers and make the deal happen. Like, who does that fall on, the team or the player? I don't understand.
I mean, they're both equally guilty, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll lose a late pick, and then
they'll lose like a second round pick or something like that. That's what happened.
Right.
But see, and that's what I'm saying. Do you think they make it more different, like make the punishment harsher?
They might.
If it gets extreme, then maybe, yeah.
I mean, what is like suspend them for like 5 games? Like, what do you think? Find them about like a couple $1 million or what?
No, man, void the contract.
They're not doing that.
They're not gonna do that.
Yeah. Make them a free agent again, and that team can't sign them.
Because that's gonna set the precedent. Like each and every time
don't do it, or you're gonna lose your opportunity to sign the player. That's the precedent I would like to set.
And it'll be crazy if they use that on the Sixers to set the example.
No, I'm not saying use it on the Sixers or the Knicks. I'm saying that's what be my ruling on it. Even when it happened with the Bucks with last year with Brodon or whatever the guy, I can't.
It happened with the Bulls last year too.
Happened with Lonzo.
With the Bulls and Lonzo. Yeah,
like, Lonzo.
If the first person would have did that, and when you would have came out and you would have been like, all right, we know you did this. All right, we're going to void his contract. He can't sign with you.
But they gotta draw. They gotta make a clear distinction between like tampering and players just kind of recruiting and chopping.
But that's that's what I said in the beginning. It's like that. Where do we draw the line? What is on the players and what is on the team?
I think it also depends on the player too as well. You're not seeing like top 10, top 15 guys doing this. It's like the lower level, like role level guys, rotational guys that are doing it. So
I feel like it's hard to tell because like everybody partied with each other on summer or whatever.
People talk, you know what I mean? Like they all have the same ages, they talk and everything like that. So look what happened with the Heatles. You know, they were talking on the Dream Team about teaming up. You know what I mean? Like this all happens. It all
happened. Yeah.
I think it's easy. Like whenever they involve a third party, that's when you can say, okay, that's tampering. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, because it's I get it. Yeah.
Like, if I'm just talking to you, bro, I'm just talking to you. Like if we chilling eating, like I might get dinner this time, you might get dinner next time. They don't really mean tampering though.
I mean, we saw that a couple years ago at the All-Star game when Kyrie and Kevin Durant were talking. They were like, "Yo, they're about to have 2 max contracts." You know, it's the exact same thing, but it was just between them two. It wasn't. Nobody else was involved in it. They just happened to get picked up on a mic.
I don't know.
I know that
the Knicks are desperate. I mean, they were going.
No, the Knicks definitely did it, but I think the Sixers too. But I don't see why the Sixers would do it for PJ Tucker and House.
Because
I think they did it more so to.
Yeah, but that's still like it. Like I think PJ Tucker is gonna help them on the defensive end. Yeah, but it's like.
Well, it's like what Mark Cuban said though too as well. They said they didn't even have time to talk to Jalen Brunson because by the time it already leaked, he already agreed to go to New York. So they didn't even have an opportunity to try to even talk to him.
That's a done deal, bro. Like he got too many connections in New York not to go.
No, yeah, he was out. He knew it. Brunson knew if he showed out, he was going to get. That was his way to get a contract, and he was out of there because he didn't want to play beside another really ball dominant player because he wants the ball in his hand. We see that happens. We see that happen all the time in the NBA when players.
Terry Rozier. I think it was like look what happened a couple of years, like 6-7 years ago when Mark Cuban had DeAndre Jordan locked up in his house.
Oh yeah, he was like, "No, you're not signing that contract. You're staying right here."
Exactly, and it happened a couple of years ago when LeBron came to the Lakers. Max Johnson was in his car outside of his house and rang the doorbell at 12:01 and came in and talked.
But that's business. That's on the business end. But I'm talking more towards guys that.
He was a free agent then, though. He was a free agent.
But what I was just saying is more towards like guys like Terry Rozier who play well and then went out to go get their own team. So yeah, those guys are going to try to sign somewhere else and get a bigger contract with the first person that's going to offer it. And then what do you say? He's like from the area, right? Or that's where he wanted to go.
His father's there.
His father works for the Knicks.
So he's like, all right, I'll just go.
We see the same thing in college, though. We see the same thing in college.
Oh no, 100%. And that's what I'm saying. That mentality is carrying over to the NBA, where I could just now it's like everybody that has that one little spurt, you know, or that one little good moment or good season could then pick up and be like, "Yo, I'm out of here."
I think unless it happens to a top 10 or top 15 guy, I think they're just gonna do the fines and then take away a pick or something like that. But until it happens to a top tier guy, I don't think they're gonna do anything much about it.
But you wouldn't say it happened with a top tier guy with LeBron and Wade, and Love.
They were just talking amongst themselves, so it wasn't anything.
But that's what I'm saying. And then later on, that then falls on the team when the agent goes to the team like, "Look, your client talked with blah 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 blah. We want to get the deal done. Let's start working on it now." Who's that then fall on the team because the agent's player was talking to a player on the team, and then he wants to put it into works to make sure that he gets there.
I mean, but LeBron didn't agree to go to Heat the minute free agency started, though. He waited a couple hours for him to announce it, though. So
but that's BS because he knew where he was going. Period.
Yeah, he knew.
That's why he didn't wait a few hours. He didn't wait a few. Melvin, he did not wait a few hours to do it. He made a show out of it. Is what he did. It was televised for an hour. It was called The Decision. It was literally called The Decision. Who does that?
And that's the one thing I don't like about the whole Decision fiasco. You knew you were going to Miami.
He knew he was going there beforehand.
Why are you sitting here having everybody stare at ESPN and Klondike commercials just for you to make a decision? Like, make up your mind and come on, let's get into it. Like, we already knew you were going to go there anyway.
Miami Heat.
And the worst part about it, though, he was holding other teams from doing it because he was once his domino fell, then that's when teams can actually. That's when free agency actually started because we were able to wait to see where he was going.
Knicks, Yeah,
So-
'cause there were other teams in the running. The Cavs. I mean, like
There was no other
Stumped
teams in the
out.
running. He knew exactly where he
no,
was going.
that
That's
were
the
like
ploy.
rumored. That were
That's a
rumored.
ploy.
I don't care
Go
about
there,
Yeah,
yeah.
rumor.
They had
Yeah.
Cleveland, they had New
Deployed.
York. You know, there's other teams that were involved but not involved.
Just like when
Yes.
Brunson came out, when free agency was just about to hit, they were saying, "Oh, he could go to this team. He can go here. He can go here." Like, no, he was going straight to where he was
He
going.
going straight to the Knicks.
Just like Kawhi Leonard told him from Toronto, "I want to go to the Clippers of LA." I'm like, but you got to make a trade and get somebody over here. Who
Yeah,
you
he was
want?
like,
Well, see if you
I
can
want
get
PG.
like these people.
Mhm.
Oh, we can get PG. Okay, I can accept that. And then he
And-
went there. So like, who is that for? It falls on both of them. But it's like, who's going to take the hit? The franchise. And it's like, it's not a big enough punishment for me to be like, the franchises ain't going to want to do that. Teams ain't going to shy away from doing it. It's not a hard. I lose a second round pick.
Yeah.
Somebody that's probably either going to be in the D League or not get signed to the league. Like,
At all, right. You're going to be a bench filler. Just going to sit
man,
there
that's
and
what
the rest of my
I'm
guys.
saying. Like,
Yeah.
it's like you gotta. I don't know. It's like,
Do you find the team more? Do you suspend the player for 10, 15 games at the beginning
Nah,
of
I
the season?
wouldn't.
I think it's the team because you can't
nah.
really.
That's what I'm saying. What
game,
can you really do though? Like,
Yeah. If you had to pick one, I'd say the team.
Yeah, I think.
but that's
I think
what I'm
if
saying,
it,
man. You suspend them, bro. Suspend the team.
I think if
I
it
mean,
reaches
I mean, suspend the contract. Like, just void the contract and they don't get that player. I mean, because ain't no top guys doing it, like you said. So who is it affected?
well, the player also loses out because a lot of these teams already spent their money on it on a lot of on a player, so he's not going to get that type of contract anywhere. So that kind of like the player also loses out because a lot of these.
That was me.
So that's the thing you got to worry about too.
No, 100%. But I don't know. I just think something needs to be done to where teams ain't going out there and
Just tampering.
Yeah, and just signing players.
I think once
not giving other teams a chance to do it.
I think once money gets involved or like contract incentives get involved and you sign a free agent based off of that and like there are like all these rewards and perks to sign into the team, then that's when the tampering and stuff comes in. But I think just players having conversations with guys saying, "Come this way." I don't think that should be considered tampering because I mean, where's the recruiting going to come from? You know what I'm saying? Like, who's going to reach out to these guys and say?
But
hey,
that's why you set
I
up
want you to
meetings
come
with
to me.
guys. Nah, that's why you set up meetings with guys. And I'm not saying it's wrong for players to tell like guys they're interested, but where's the point of teams setting up meetings with guys if play? They could just be like, hey, just go tell this guy you want to play with him. He's going to come anyway. We don't need them. And then they don't interview with other teams to get their pitches to see what they're offering him. It's just like, oh, I'm just going to go play with this guy. Oh, I'm just going to team up with this guy. Like, that's the precedent you're setting.
But that's tough though because it's 200 some players in the league.
Every team that when somebody did that, Jordan did that to Dennis Rodman. You know what I mean? Like everybody
part of history.
do that. Everybody is like before, like in the '80s, maybe not so much in the '80s, but like '90s, 2000, 2010s, 20.
That's just the way it is now. It's just like players
It's always
talk.
been for 30 years. It's
You
always
know
been
what
for 30 years. It ain't been. I mean,
Same
yeah, it's
line.
been around for a while. So yeah.
I think it's one of those things we're just gonna have to live with. You know, hopefully it doesn't happen I'm surprised it hasn't happened as much as it has been, to be honest. That we know about. That we actually
know about. Yeah.
That we know about.
Oh no, it's happened plenty of times that like you said that we don't know about, but it's like excuse me. Now it's starting to come to light and it's like, what are you gonna do? Just let teams just keep signing people? And the only part I don't really like about it is that you're taking other teams out there running for players. They're like give them a pitch and better their team. Like they don't have no shot. Like it's just like, all right, Brunson is going to this team.
Yeah, but
He
I
was
think
going.
for like a big
He
name
was
move.
going.
So I don't think.
No, we know. I know he was going. I know he
Yeah.
was going. But
Yeah, I knew he was gonna go when Julius Randle and somebody else pulled up to the Mavericks game. Once
Oh, he did.
Once they attended the game, I was like, all right, that's where he's gonna end up because it was. I mean,
but it's
Julius
those tells,
Randle.
and I think that's what the NBA was watching, and it's like, nah. But that's what I'm saying. Like, it should just be like they void the contract.
I mean, I don't know if they're using like like players showing up to other players' games, or like I know with James Harden, he used to play with PJ in Houston. He used to play with Daniel House in Houston. Maybe they take that into
It's a video of
consideration.
them chilling
Daryl
over
Morey.
together. You
Daryl
know they
Morey is
talk to
legit.
Daryl Morey, like he's a puppet
Daryl
master
Morey went to
now.
James like, who you want? Let's get PJ. He still plays good defense. We can put him at the center position if we need to. Let's just recreate Houston again, but this time we got Joel Embiid. Let's see if he's better than
Clint
Clint
Capella.
Capella.
I wonder.
I mean,
And
I
the
thought,
76ers just over there like, yeah, this is gonna work. This is gonna work.
It is. They're right.
I still think
Who
they're
said
going
it
to
is?
Doc Rivers.
I am. I'm saying it is.
They about to get passed up by the Cavs. They keep playing.
I think everybody.
All right.
I think the whole NBA got better, kind of. Like those top 10 teams on both sides got better.
Yeah, 100%. No, I don't think the Bucks got better.
They're all right.
What? They signed Joe Ingles.
They got better because Chris Middleton's coming back. So
That's what I'm saying. I think even with Chris Middleton there, I think they go back to the regular Bucks. I'm not looking at them as the Bucks that was in the playoffs that my team Boston beat. I'm looking at them as the Bucks as their best team with everybody healthy. I don't think they got better.
Like 1 year move from the championship.
I don't believe they got better.
I think the Celtics beat them.
Utah got worse.
Utah got worse.
They cooking out there, so but like they still.
Everybody else really made like acquisitions to better their team.
Miami did not get better.
Miami State snagged it. The Sixers, they did something.
We got better.
You got some people in some places where you need to fill, but
I think Toronto got a little bit better.
I still want to see where a lot of y'all shooting gonna come from, especially when Harden's not on the floor. Yeah, the Sixers.
Daniel House.
I'm not that worried about our shooting. I ain't gonna lie. It used to be. It was bad last year.
But that's what I'm saying. You can't just be like, all right, yeah, it's bad last year. It's gonna just automatically be better. That's what I'm saying. I just need to see where it's at with the acquisition that you guys made. But I think the Nets got better if they keep KD and Kyrie. I think they definitely got better. Even if they trade Kyrie away and keep KD, I think they got.
They're not going nowhere. They lost.
They're not.
They lost.
Y'all really need the bench, bro.
No, what happened?
Yeah, ain't no depth in Brooklyn. There's no bench players in Brooklyn.
Their bench is just a bunch of, I don't know, the same guys. It's all a bunch of shooters and scorers. Yeah.
You're talking about TJ Warren starting?
No, he'll come off the bench. Right?
He does though. I want to see. It's a lot of players. I want to see what they do this year, bro.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of players I want to see what they do.
TJ Warren and Ben Simmons are two of them.
Yeah,
I do.
Murray in Atlanta is another one for me. I want to see who sacrifices.
Brogdon.
I think Brogdon. If they have Brogdon coming off the bench, I think his role. I think he can fill the role that they need him to fill. So I'm not really worried about him. I think that's a great pickup.
No, it is.
I don't think he comes off the bench though. I think he starts. I think he starts next to Smart.
I really think
have JB and Tatum. They can swap out between the small forward and power forward position. They're big enough. But Jake Tatum's what 6'9".
But we have done that under Brad. And even though every year we have gotten further and better, what works is what works, and that's not what got us to the finals last year.
We talking about like Horford and Williams together? Is that what you're talking about?
No, I don't know if you do Horford and Williams together again. I guess that's what they're gonna do, run the two bigs. But
unless you have Horford come off the bench, because
that's what people are saying. If you start Brogdon, then Horford comes off the bench. But I don't see Udoka doing that because Udoka came in and switched away from that because that's what we were doing. Tatum was playing
defense. No, that's fine. No,
power forward, but Tatum was also playing a lot of power forward, and Brown was playing a lot of shoot.
That's a solid bench though, because you still have Derek White and you still have Grant Williams, so that's a pretty solid bench.
Well, it's a good bench. It is a good.
And then you got
Gallinari.
That was a big pickup for them. He was balling in Atlanta last year.
In the second half of the season.
What you said?
Was Tatum playing a lot of power forward in the second half of the season?
No, I don't. Was he?
Second half?
Yeah. Well, Rob did get hurt.
So Rob got hurt.
Yeah,
well, he was at the small. Then they had Horford and then Williams. So and then had Jalen and Marcus at the one.
I don't like Tatum at the four.
No, me either. I don't think
I like
I think we need him at the small forward position.
They play better when they're big. Like they play better big. Like I feel like
100%. And that's why I'm saying that's why they want to bring is either Smart coming off the bench or Brogdon's coming off the bench.
I don't know, man. I wouldn't. It has to be Brogdon. I would not bench Marcus Smart. I don't know. That's a bad idea.
I don't think it's Marcus Smart would be benched because I think if it's Brogdon, it'd be like Brogdon and Smart in the backcourt, right? And then you'd have Tatum and Brown as the forwards.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it'd be Horford. But I guess I would start Brogdon and Smart, but I get.
But I just said, Nigel, that has not worked for us. With Kemba, with Kyrie.
But I don't know.
Coach,
I mean, Kemba.
It just doesn't fit. It doesn't. When you look at the best version of Boston, what is the best version of Boston? What they showed this year, right? Until Tatum collapsed in the finals, which happens in young players, right? And LeBron, KD, it happens in young players, right? So when you look at this Boston team, this was them getting over every hump that they faced in the last 4 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
And the last 3 teams to beat them in every playoff, they beat those teams to get there. So this is the best version. So when they're looking at next year, they're going to look at it as how do we repeat that, and how do we get better? So this way, when we do get back to the finals, right? How do we then get over the humps of being in the finals, or get through that 16-game series and winning getting to that 16-game winning, winning a chip without tiring out or without, us collapsing again, without, and to do that, I think they're not going to think about, let's change the system up. Because if you move these guys back down, you're ultimately changing the system up to a too small, Brogdon and Smart. And then Smart is used to having a ball in his hands all season. And he's already come out and basically said that, he's the point guard of the team. So if he's saying that, why would you then bring Brogdon in to put him in a position to mess up the flow of the starting offense that's been working so well for a whole year now? They have camaraderie together for a whole year now. Why would you then insert him into that and then tell him to mesh with that camaraderie?
I think starting wise, you can get away with like Brogdon off the bench. That makes sense. But like, I don't see how Brogdon don't close because we've seen this.
I'm not saying that he doesn't close. I say he don't start.
Right? No, I got
you. It's not if you start. It's who finishes. I get you.
Right.
I'm with you. And if Boston sees that Brogdon is a better option down in the clutch, like to hit a shot or to play defense, they're going to put him in the game. It's just a smart thing to do. And Udoka is really smart. He's a really smart coach.
Smart is more smart. He's had more clutch moments than Brogdon. So I think Smart closes.
I think they close together.
Yeah, I don't see where you can not have them be together though.
I agree.
You can't have a defensive player on the bench.
No, it depends. It depends on who you play too. Because if you're playing the Bucks, do you really want to go small when they're so big?
No, you want to go Tatum, Horford, and Williams. I would think.
Right, and they Brogdon and Smart because you got Drew Holiday and.
So where does Brown fit in?
Yeah, I was gonna say where does
Brown is he's my small forward.
No, but you said Brogdon and Smart.
You're probably
so it's Brogdon, Smart, Brown, Tatum, Al Horford, and Williams.
No. It's Smart, Brogdon, Brown, Tatum, and Williams. And I only say Williams because
that's what we said. That's what they were saying in the beginning. But
if
that's the closing, if you're closing with that, I'm 100% okay. If that works to us playing our best basketball at the end of games because we struggled there early in the season, I'm fine with that.
Right, because that's your defensive lineup. Like that's.
But to start the game, from what I'm hearing, from what we heard, is Boston wants him to come off the bench. So Smart is the guy they went with. Like guys are right when they say that Boston hasn't went to the finals until they started Smart at the PG. So he's picked up that role. He averaged 7 assists last year, 6 or 7 assists last year. So I mean, I'm not saying he's the best facilitator or the best playmaker, but maybe he is what Boston needs at that one position. Sad to say.
I think that's the reason. I don't know. I just think that's the reason they got Brogdon is because Marcus Smart, like he could get you as a point guard to that certain spot to the finals. But then we've seen him in the finals. They had even throughout the Eastern Conference, like having a lot of like high turnover games, and Smart being like a big part of that. With also.
Yeah,
Jaylen
when they
Brown
turned the ball
Tatum,
over
like,
there, we saw what happened when they had like.
But that's anybody. When any team turns the ball over, they're beaten. Like that's it. That's the same thing with everybody. That's the same way with how we got 2 games off of Golden State in the finals because we made them turn the ball over a lot. Like it's the same reason why they beat us 4 games in the finals because they made us turn over the ball even
I think Jason
a lot.
Too much though, like too long, too much. Like,
No, I agree with you.
I was gonna say the
do.
Heat, even against
We
the
do.
Heat.
No, we do. We do. Tatum, Brown, all of them. It's not just Smart. It's every single one of them that turns the ball over a lot. Like it's every single one of them. It's not just Smart. So they just gotta fix that. They gotta fix. Stop making wild passes. Stop trying to wait till a split second to make a pass. Like feed the guy when he's open. Like make the right decisions.
Yeah.
Like they just
Don't play
gotta.
hero ball.
Yeah, like just
Yeah.
all the way through the game. Just trust your teammates around you. That's all they gotta do. They show glimpses of it. This season because it was a half a season in the playoffs, but even at the end of the playoffs, it didn't show. But it's a glimpse of it. Like now, next season, come out and show me it all the way through the season. Get back to the finals and win one. Like win one. Like because when is Boston? And I said this before. Everybody keep talking about Trey Brown. What you guys don't understand is the way those execs is thinking. Like Brown and Tatum and Theo. You could correct me if I'm wrong. Brown and Tatum have a window. They have a window to win a championship together. When that window and those exec eyes close, one of them are gone, or both of them are gone.
Yep.
That's just how it works. Look at the Jazz. The Jazz window closed, and Rudy Gobert said it. He said, "I feel like the guys above felt like the window was closed."
Yeah.
And Rudy got traded. That's what happened. So Boston got to get it together now, or it ain't going to be Trey Brown. Trey Brown don't give up Smart. They're going to blow that team up. Because it's like, okay, what are we going to keep repeating this every year? Getting there, failing?
But it's like you said earlier, like they've gotten closer and closer every year. So it's not like they're getting to the same spot or
I agree.
to the same window in the playoffs. And
They're not like
it's
Denver,
falling
where they're
apart.
just going to the second round or first round and get
Exactly.
eliminated.
Or Philly.
Exactly.
You could say Philly too.
Philly too.
I think they got a 3-year window.
But it's like they keep. And if their trajectory is the same, then they should be the favorites to win this year because they've made additions without taking away from the core of the team.
No, 100%. That's what I said. When we're looking at the East, I think the Nets got better. Boston, and I'm talking about the top 4 teams. So if you want to say the top 4 is the Nets, Boston, Philly, and who you putting there? The Heat,
Milwaukee,
the Bucks, and then the Heat could be 5. All right, but out of those 5, who got better? You can say the Sixers got better.
The Boston.
You
I
can
think
say
Milwaukee
Boston
got better.
I don't think Miami.
Milwaukee got better.
Miami didn't get better.
Brooklyn. You could say Brooklyn got better. Actually,
Brooklyn got better.
Like,
They lost.
And you said the Bucks got better because they did what?
They kept Portis. I think.
No, that's not getting better.
No, I said they got better because Middleton is coming back. Like
no, you said that, but I'm talking about Melvin because I addressed your point about Middleton. Like I'm looking at the Bucks as Middleton's there. The season they won a championship. Bobby Portis was also there, I believe, or just came in.
Tucker was there.
Tucker, like so, those guys, like I get it, but I'm saying if you're looking at them as a whole, if you're looking at them healthy, I don't think
They're the same.
If you're looking at the rest of the 3 to 4 teams that they're going to have to fight for a championship for, the other teams probably got better. Or 3 of those teams got better around them, and they didn't to me. Adding Joe Ingles off of what, an ACL tier?
Right.
He'll be
probably
mid-season.
Yeah.
A little bit after All-Star break.
How much is he going to come back and affect the game? I don't know.
I like it, but yeah, it's not.
I mean,
it's a low-risk, high-reward pickup.
yes.
he's good for like 17.
That's fine, but how does that help Giannis get back to winning a championship? Because now you got all these teams around you that's getting better, but you're still stagnant. That's not going to be.
Playmaker though.
You're putting shooters around him though.
He is. I know. I like Ingles, but
you're putting shooters around him that just came off of an ACL team.
He's just shooting.
He's just shooting now.
Okay. And I've seen players land and some things go awry just for landing.
I agree with your overall point though. They're
I mean, he can end up having the same season, the same type of season.
Joe Ingles drives too. Don't do that.
He's a playmaker.
Joe Ingles drives. I didn't see him put his head down a lot of times.
But he
drives.
Yeah, he shoots.
What KD had? What did KD tear?
Achilles.
I feel like that's worse than ACL.
I mean, Clay did both.
Oh yeah, and he stayed out a whole season and a half. He played 35 games his first game back, and then he came back and played 55 games the season after that. So he still ain't right.
But he looks great, though.
He
He's
does
still playing good.
for a period of time, and then his legs, something happens, and then he's
He
out.
was getting his groove back a little bit. I think
He
towards the
was.
end yeah. So he
He
was
30
getting there.
points. He was highest averaging in the league. I got you. He was up there. As people will call me on TikTok, I'm a KD defender. All right. I got a weird KDD on my back. I don't know what that means, but
bus driver.
Yeah, bus driver.
they don't even know what they don't even drive the bus. They get picked up by somebody else.
There you go.
But I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. But I want to move along. Anybody got any other basketball topics that you wanted to touch on?
Basketball topics.
Bulls and 6.
Well, Russell Westbrook got a new agent, so
Yeah, well, we knew that was coming. You fired his last one.
yeah, but he got Jeff Schwartz, though. He's a really good agent, though. So
Yeah, he's gonna tell him. He's gonna tell him like, you either get my nigga out of here, or he's starting.
There you go.
You ain't putting him on the bench. Russell Westbrook ain't going to the bench.
You're gonna be like AI.
Then wave him. Then wave him. Go
Bro,
ahead.
Jeannie Buss want him on the bench so bad.
She does.
She want him on the bench so bad.
I don't know.
Because she wants Brown playing
One
the
of
point.
One of you guys said the Lakers didn't get better. No, they did not.
They
they got younger, but not better.
The Lakers are going to finish 10th again.
They'll be better next year, 100%. I think they'll make the playoffs, but
That's
win a
why-
championship, nah.
That's why I
They're
said
both-
the Indiana
they're
deal
playing.
is better for the Lakers than the Brooklyn deal.
What you say, deal?
No, I said the Indiana deal is better for
No,
the
I
Lakers.
heard you,
yeah.
Melvin. I heard
Okay.
you. I wanted to say because Melvin said, Theo said something while he was talking.
No, I said that the Lakers want to get better, not from acquiring anything. They're going to get better for just being
Healthy.
See now that makes.
They're going to have better chemistry this year too. So
Yeah, I mean, maybe the chemistry thing takes them to get better, but I think they're definitely gonna have to be healthy. It depends on AD, man. It definitely depends on AD and what AD does and when he comes back and what he looks like. If he's gonna come back and dominate the league like he did the bubble year, then that's the AD that's gonna take them far. Because if not, then like I said, you just wasting LeBron's latter years to where if he doesn't have a chance to win a championship, he's not gonna stick around for much longer.
I don't know. I think just how the East has gotten better, the West has improved too. Like it was a lot of breakout teams last year, a lot of talent and stuff coming back. I still think the Lakers finished under the fifth spot. I don't see.
And that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
that's good for them.
I see the Nuggets in the play-in this year. I don't know why, but that's what I see.
Woo!
Yeah, see, that's what I see.
Don't let Gbaby hear you say that, man.
Gbaby heard me say that. I've said that to Gbaby. Gbaby, no.
Hey, I'll be GB. They're gonna be the 1 seed next year.
There you go.
He said, "I'll be Gbaby. They go better than the Warriors.
I said once.
We're gonna beat the Warriors 5-4-1 next year. You just wait and see. We're gonna beat them just how they beat us.
Jamal Murray gonna be most improved.
Jamal Murray is the difference maker.
I said 1 seed. I ain't say they was beating nobody.
CG, we miss you over here.
I said they're gonna be the best in the regular season.
Yeah, that's just my prediction. I could be wrong on that because they're a very, very good team, but I think other teams in the West got better too. Clippers.
No, they did. Yeah. The Clippers for sure.
Like,
the Clippers are terrifying.
Timberwolves,
I don't care what nobody says.
beat the Timberwolves, but Timberwolves.
The Clippers are terrifying.
I'm see that show. See what John Wall.
Bro.
The Clippers.
Dallas, if they're healthy and Luke is healthy through the whole season, gonna still be up there in the top 4 seeds, top 5 maybe.
The Clippers with Wall, Paul George, Kawhi, Ty Lue as your head coach. Last I checked, they didn't move Reggie Jackson.
Their role players are so good.
Their Terrence Mann is gonna have a
Marcus Morris is still
season.
there.
Marcus Morris is still there.
Norman Powell.
Norman Powell. You say Rocco?
That
Zubac, all those guys, yeah.
Well, since Ayton, we didn't even talk about that. Ayton, how does Ayton change things up too? Because Ayton's staying in
He's good in the regular season again.
So Ayton, so you got Phoenix, Golden State, Dallas, right? You got Memphis that's going to be there, right? You got the Clippers,
Minnesota.
That's 5, 6 Pels.
Did you say Pels? Yeah, Pels. Okay.
Pels, Minnesota, 7.
You Dallas? You said Dallas.
Said Dallas.
Pelicans gonna finish over the Lakers this year.
You got the Lakers because I got them being better. You got Portland because I got Portland being better.
Being better than who?
Than the Lakers?
Sacramento.
No, I'm saying better. Like they
Oh.
they got better. Healthy Dame,
Oh, you
Jeremy
talking-
Grant. They got better, so I can see them fighting for these seeds. That's what I'm saying. I could definitely see Denver as a 7.
I mean, why they give Anthony Simons
Denver
$100 million? I have no idea why. That was stupid.
Wait, what's up? What?
I can see Denver in the playing as a 7-day seed.
No, that ain't happening.
You can no. Oh, you want
Denver,
that? I said it.
Denver is. I don't know.
They got to be true to you. I said I could be wrong, but that's just what I got.
I mean, why you give Anthony Simons 4 years, $100 million? It makes no sense to me. I don't understand.
Because
why wouldn't you?
Yeah, no, Anthony Simons is like that. Stop playing with him.
Why wouldn't you give him that contract?
He like that.
He's better than he was better. You think he's better with Dame than he was than CJ?
No,
it's not even about him being better with Dame than he is with CJ.
I
It's
know,
about
that's
what
a lot
he
of money
did.
though for him.
No, it's not even about him being as good or better than CJ. It's about him fitting in a role alongside Dame that's going to give Dame what he needs to succeed. Maybe CJ wasn't what he needed. Maybe the aspect of the team changing and things changing with Jeremy Grant there, which is a small who you can play at P4, that can shoot the ball very, well, get to the rack, create his own shot. That's going to be a different atmosphere than it was playing with Dame playing with CJ. He doesn't have CJ. So Simon stepping into the 2, what are they going to ask Simon to do? I'm not asking you to do what CJ to do. You could split that loop between Simons and Grant. And then don't they
let him walk?
Who?
Simons. I don't see why you just.
Yeah, no, hell no. He's a good player.
Jeremy Grant and Nurkic together.
That's not Grant Nurkic. Who would be their 3? It might be Josh Hart or somebody.
3?
Josh Hart, somebody like that.
Wait, Kentavious went over there, no?
No,
Kentavious went to Nuggets.
He's in
Nuggets. He went to Nuggets.
It'll probably be like Josh Hart or somebody. That'd be all right.
No, the Nuggets. I might change where I got the Nuggets finishing when I see him play because I want to see how Murray comes back and how he's going to play. Jokic is a different type of player. From 2 years ago or the year ago when he last played. With what he had to do this year to get his team to a 6 seed.
Yeah, they got GP2 now.
Was
and
it
they got
6?
Justice Winslow.
So I just want to see what the Nuggets do, and maybe they'll creep up. I got to definitely see what Minnesota does. I want to see what the Clippers do. I think the Clippers could be really good. I think the Pels gave us a glimpse of what they're going to be like next year, but we don't know what Zion's going to come like and be like. But one thing I would say about the Pels is I'm not even worried if Zion is injured. I think they still could hold it together just the way with CJ and Brandon Ingram.
They'll be good. I don't know if they'll be like a top.
They'll still get
a seed.
I think Sacramento finishes higher than Portland does. That's just me though.
Sacramento finishes higher than Portland. That's ridiculous as hell.
Look at bro. Kings are if the West wasn't so strong, they'd be.
How many games did Dame play last year?
30
or something like that.
30?
Yeah, 29.
What were their record while Dame played?
Not good. I don't know the exact record.
They were tanking at that point.
Yeah,
they were.
Probably
He was
won
injured. They were saying he was injured for a while. But you saying that a healthy Dame dollar is Dame time, right? Guy that makes all the highlights, taps his wrists, tell you what time it is, but it ain't no watch it. You telling me that guy and Jeremy Grant and Simons and them guys is going to be worse than the Sacramento Kings with the Aaron Fox?
They're both 8-10 seeds.
Yeah.
We
got Fox, Sabonis, Malik Monk, Kevin Hutter.
Malik Monk.
He put up buckets for the Lakers last year.
He put up buckets for the Lakers last year. Inconsistent as hell.
He's a
Richard Holmes.
Rashawn Holmes is.
Richard Holmes is there.
Richard Holmes.
Well, we got
Rashawn Holmes.
Rashawn.
They got Keegan Murray out the draft this year, who balled out of summer league.
Now we're bringing up rookies. Here we go. We're bringing up rookies now.
What do you mean? Rookies matter.
The Kings are always going to tank and be bad.
No, nah, bro.
The Blazers ain't that good. The Blazers ain't that good.
The Blazers. I'm not saying the Blazers are good, but you telling me the Blazers can't sneak in the 10th spot and make it into a play-in? I'm not saying they're going to be a top 5 seed. I didn't say they're going to be a top 5 seed.
I didn't say the Kings were going to be a top 5 seed. I just said they could finish higher than the Blazers. It's
but
possible.
The Blazers is 10. What they finish in 9? That's not happening.
Sure. No, they could finish 10 and Kings finish 9.
That's what I just said.
Yeah, I'm just
But
saying
the
they could
Kings ain't
finish higher.
finishing 9.
You wanna be like
So
a-
who out the playoffs next year? If we taking 2 Portland and the Kings and we're putting them in the play-in, right? There's
Who out
10
the playoffs?
teams. The Suns, the Memphis, Golden State, Dallas, Utah's out, right? We can just say that.
Utah's gone. Yes.
Utah is going unless Donovan Mitchell and whatever else they got put it together and they still find it was it. So that's one going. Then you got Denver, Minnesota, Pelicans, Clippers, and then San Antonio.
The
So
Spurs.
San
The
Antonio's
Spurs
out.
San
will be
Antonio's
out.
gone. They're gone.
Okay. All right.
Spurs are out.
All right.
San Antonio.
All right, but
They're
look,
gonna be in the number 1 pick.
but the one team that sits outside of the top 10 last year that's probably going to be in the play-in this year, hopefully if they're healthy, is the Lakers. So you're telling me the Kings finish above the
No.
No, I didn't say that.
I'm just saying. I got.
I don't even know what my prediction is. I'm just saying they all on the
Portland
same range.
finishing 9-10. That's all I'm saying. 9-10. They fight for a 9-10 spot in the play and they lose. That's fine. Okay.
The Clippers.
But I think the acquisition of Jeremy Grant and what he was doing in Detroit, if he can bring that with Dame and they can make it mesh with Simons and his new role, and whoever else they have, Josh Hart and then Nurkic, Nurkic can figure out his place. Is Whiteside still on that team?
No.
And if Nurkic stays healthy too.
Yeah, if Nurkic stay healthy, I think they definitely can make something happen, make some shake. What's up, BooWop?
What's good, fellas?
Not much.
And they signed Gary Payton.
Gary Payton Jr. too. There you go.
That's a good sign.
That helps the defensive end. That helps the hustle on the defensive end. And he could give you a bucket too. So it's I definitely think the Pelicans, if they could put it together, they could definitely finish in 9-10 seed. And I wouldn't be surprised if they could sketch out and make an 8 seed, because I think the play-in teams are going to be tough, very close in record, just like they are this year. It's 46, 42, 34, and 36. It's a gap there, a little gap, but it ain't that big of a gap for teams to just turn it around and be better.
Wait. Where do y'all think OKC gonna finish this year?
They're not gonna make the playoffs, but I like
what's that? 10, 11, 12, 13, 14th.
They're gonna be like
14th.
The same spot they finished this year.
No, I think
they'll finish where the Kings finished.
So who we saying the worst team gonna be in the league? I mean,
the
Houston.
Spurs or Rockets.
Houston.
I think it's gonna be the Spurs.
I think it could be Houston or the Spurs.
They could be the Spurs too. Don't sleep on the Spurs tanking. They might tank the shit out this.
I don't think they're gonna tank. I just don't think they that good.
No, they definitely tanking.
You saying
they tanking and bringing the jug to the house.
That ain't something Pop normally do though.
Hey, they told Pop, look, you almost out of here. Shut up. No, I play Pop. Listen, I don't know what they're gonna do, but to trade away your star player and not really get a star player back, that means they're tanking.
Yeah, that means they're tanking.
They want Victor. They want Victor. That's what they want. Because that coincides with Tony Parker. So yeah,
it's a great idea.
Hey, well, if that's what you got to tank to get him, you got to get that 1 seed, don't you?
You gotta get the 1 pick. Yeah, for sure.
Gotta get the 1 seed. So you gotta increase your odds by being 15th.
It's not guaranteed, but you gotta play your shot.
You gotta play. You gotta.
Plus, what they gonna do with DeJounte? Make another play-in and then lose? Yeah, they ain't doing nothing.
I mean, hey, at least you give it hope to build around them. You could have built it around and had a system like OKC is doing. OKC, that's why I could say, when I can understand now when BooWop said where we think OKC or Dio, I think you said where we think OKC gonna finish with Chet and them guys, and what's the other guy that got drafted this year or last year
for OKC? Oh, yeah, Josh
Giddy. I think those guys could be nice out there if they mesh well together. They could definitely make some noise on the lower end of it to scare some teams, make them start working a little harder to get their spot in the playoffs.
Or maybe they use some of those draft picks that they got and try to acquire some talent.
Yeah, because the play-in definitely, gives other chances to other teams that just can't, really get up there and wins. You can have 30, 34 wins and get in the play-in. But if you had 34 wins, you wouldn't make the playoffs.
They're deep too. Oklahoma's really deep. They got a lot of guys over there. Yeah,
they got a lot of young guys. Yeah,
you got Shy, Josh, Dortz is a good defender. Chet, Jalen Williams. Derek Favors. No, I'm not worried about Derek Favors. Trey Man.
Jeremiah Robinson Earl.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't think they're gonna be the worst. I think
Poku. I don't know what you're gonna do.
I think Orlando have the worst record going into next season.
I think
Orlando?
Washington does.
I think Orlando. Orlando.
Washington?
No, Bradley Bill's there.
Nah.
What are you talking
Yeah, I
about?
don't see that.
Nah.
And they're trying to. Just because they're trying to win, they won't be. Like they make the trade. They get Monte, Will Barton, whoever. Like,
All the
Porzingis is
Washington-
there. They can't be.
Yeah, all the Washington Wizards need is the chips to fall into places for them. They can win the championships like the Bucks did.
But
All right.
Charlotte gonna be. I think they gonna be.
What did I say that was wrong, Nigel?
He said they just need the
Porzingis,
chips to fall the
Hachimura.
right way, and they're gonna win a championship.
Yeah, they just need the chips to fall
I think,
the right way.
I
and
think
they can win the
Detroit though too.
championship.
Though Detroit doesn't really have anybody.
Any team at the start of the season just needs the chips to fall the right way, bro, and they can win the
And
championship.
they got Will
also
Barton
need-
from fucking.
They also need a
Will Barton
superstar.
from Denver.
They'll be closer to playoffs than being like the worst team. So they'll be like 9-10 maybe. I could see that.
Maybe Detroit.
Maybe Detroit. I like Detroit. I like their future.
I mean, the Pacers. What do you think about the Pacers? Pacers could be the worst team in the East.
Well, they still have
Pacers-
Marbury and they have
that's-
Hill. They got Turner. So
Okay.
No, Pacers finished 13th in the East last year.
What if the Knicks wind up like the worst team in the East?
Hell no.
I wouldn't be surprised.
They
I
trade
think
Brunson
We're
next
talking
season.
about.
I think
the
they're
Knicks we
making the
talking about.
playoffs. I'm not gonna lie.
It's definitely the Knicks. They definitely gonna win 37 games again.
I think they're making the playoffs, and I don't even like them.
I mean, Charlotte. What we think about Charlotte? Charlotte making another.
Charlotte's
play?
gonna fall. They're gonna
No,
fall.
Charlotte's over with. Charlotte's
Bridges
done.
out.
Miles Bridges,
They're bringing
Bridges
Kemba back.
ain't
What are you
gone.
talking about? And Isaiah Thomas. What are you talking about?
bro.
Whoop,
Kemba
whoop,
is
doo.
done.
About to go crazy on the league.
Theo, like what?
Theo, you know they going crazy on the league.
LaMelo
Stop
got his
lying.
number back, so he's gonna be balling out again.
Listen,
Yeah, all right. Cardiac Kemba had a cardiac. He went into cardiac arrest. He's over with.
It'd be like a
he
12
went to
seed.
Cardi.
That is great.
He went in
It'd be like
cardiac
a
arrest.
12 seed.
And they got Kelly Oubre too. Don't forget.
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
They just got a bunch
Kelly-
of yeah.
They got a bunch of athletic guys.
Terry Rozier. I like Terry Rozier.
I think the Cavs stay healthy next year, bro. They're going to be definitely up there in the top 6 in the East.
They're gonna be top 6. Yeah, for sure.
Toronto is going to be there
Yes,
too.
I think
pushing.
so.
Do you have Cleveland better than Chicago?
No.
Do I have who?
Wait, who?
No.
Cleveland?
Do you have Cleveland better than
Yes.
Chicago?
If
No,
we're talking
I
about
don't.
both teams healthy, no. I think the Bulls.
Both
No.
teams healthy.
Fully
yes.
healthy? No.
Yeah, no, I
No,
think.
not
The
at
So
all.
so you mentioned 4, then that'll be 5, right? So
I
then
think-
6.
Well, it
would
would be
Cleveland?
if we just go off of. If we just go
Chicago
off
would be
of
like
this
7.
year, last year that just happened, it was Miami, Boston, Milwaukee, Philly, Toronto.
And Toronto's not going
Chicago
to finish
finished
as high as
6.
he did.
Yeah,
Toronto,
Chicago. knows
maybe.
it.
Yeah, Toronto could fall.
But that's what I'm saying. If
Toronto's gonna
if
fall.
KD doesn't get hurt, the Nets finish probably with 1 or 2 seed. Miami finishes. If we play every team healthy the way it was mid-season before KD got hurt, Nets were in 1 seed, Bulls were in 2nd, I believe. Miami was in 3rd. The Bucks was somewhere up there. So was the Sixers, and Boston was on its way up at that time. So it's like
And the Bulls sat in the first seed for a long time.
if KD does not get
last
hurt, the Nets do not finish in the 7th seed. They finish in the top 3.
Do you think Cleveland's
I
better
doubt
than
it.
Atlanta?
You said how do you doubt it?
I don't think
Yo,
so.
Cleveland
yo,
is
top
better than
3? You think not top 3?
He had his team in the 1 seed secured for a minute in the NBA before he got hurt.
I mean, that's fine.
And then when he
But
got
you just
hurt,
said the other
the
teams
Bulls
got
took
better.
over.
You talking
And then the
about
Bulls got.
You talking about the Nets?
Yeah,
You're
you
talking
talking
about
about
the
Yeah,
Nets.
the Nets.
They had
Yeah.
Harden too though.
And they
Yeah,
also
but,
did have
okay,
Harden.
and what? Let's not do this, Theo.
I'm going to do this.
The
Come on.
hamstring.
Do
Let's
it.
not do it with the hamstring.
He was
man.
still good.
Harden was averaging
He was-
22.
He was still fine.
Yeah, he was.
Harden,
Okay,
but he
yeah,
was like-
Harden was. He was, but KD was still carrying the bulk of the load over there. Is what I'm saying. And even
Okay, he
No, I
had
agree.
5
I agree.
plays
Yes.
in the league.
and right, and all I'm saying is even with James Harden, when KD got hurt, what happened to the team?
But he was a top 5 point guard in the league when they was like the number 1 seed, bro.
Yes.
You can say that. That's fine. But what happened to him when the best player went out?
Well,
The
that's
Bulls took over
going
the
to
top
happen. No,
spot.
I agree with Kevin Durant. Like he was leading
He,
them, for
he-
sure.
The team dropped to like 10th, 11th, and then KD came back and brought them to 7th. So I'm saying if KD
I mean,
never
everyone got
gets
hurt.
hurt,
Everyone got hurt.
they did, but
Everyone.
KD does not get hurt. James Harden leaves. Kyrie comes back. how good they were at the end of the season, how good Kyrie was playing, all that shit still falls in place like that. They still make the playoffs, but they don't finish at the 7th seed. I'm not saying they don't.
No,
get
I
swept.
agree with that.
I'm not saying they don't get swept, but if they were in the top 3 secure when KD was there. If KD stays, bro, and James, even if James Harden leaves, like I said, I think they still finish in the top 3.
I think the
Do you
Sixers.
think-
I think
I'm
the
not saying they
Sixers-
don't get swept, but I'm saying if
No,
do
I'm
you
talking
think-
just top 3. I think the Sixers.
But do you think Cleveland's better than Atlanta?
No.
No, I think no,
I do.
not now, not with DeJounte. But I would say Cleveland can be better because they have a year played together. If they keep.
My thing is, I think DeJounte frees Trae Young a little bit more, so I think he's going to be more efficient. I think DeAndre Hunter might be in the running for MIP next year, bro. I just like the way that kid plays, man. And when
Didn't they trade him away?
No, he's there. They traded Herter.
one?
They traded
Herter.
Herter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always
And they
get
still have
them
John
mixed up.
Collins too. So
They
Yeah,
still
they
got
still have John
Shot for him,
Collins.
too.
They have Capella.
I think he's
They have a good
team.
team.
They do, but it's like
They'll be 6.
is
I think they'll be 6.
Trae Young sacrificing? Is
That's
that
why
going to help the team or hurt the team?
That's
Is
what
that going to
that's
keep
what
him in a flow or take him out of his flow? Because you got to remember, for the last couple of years, he's been playing with the ball in his
With the
hand.
ball in
He
his
makes
hands.
the decision. Now you're telling him a guy's going to come in, and even though them two talk too and wanted to play together, now this guy's going to come in and take the ball out of your hand a lot. How is his flow going to be? I know he's a shooter. Can he turn into a consistent spot-up
Off
shooter
the
when
ball.
DeJounte Murray has the ball in his hand? Can he come off pick and rolls, off ball pick and rolls, and just spot up and shoot, catch and shoot? Like, I don't know if Trey can do that. I see him do glimpses of it, but can he do it consistent with a guy that plays at that high of a level next to him?
You
And
know
they're
how
just-
much when they played the Heat,
I-
you know how much he wish he had a player like DeJounte Murray?
No, 100%. They said they
I
want
get
to play
it.
together.
I get it.
I think it can work, but I want to see it, is all I'm saying, Theo. I want to see how he sacrifices, and what way does he sacrifice his game to give Murray the space to play his game. That's my biggest concern about Atlanta. Because if he takes too long in the season to do that, it's going to hurt them, and they're going to find themselves back in the same position they were this year.
I think it goes. I think it goes. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say I think it goes both ways because I think they're best offensively, like when Trey's got the ball in his hands, and that's what they've been doing the last 2 years. But at the same time, it's like it's not.
You need a break. No, I know you need a break. 100%.
And like DeJounte's gonna help with that for sure. And then obviously defensively, like he's gonna be the guy that's guarding the best
so much.
guard.
You have somebody off the ball who can help him out
a little bit. And then
I think
too.
Yeah,
I think Trae Young. I think the part of his game he'll like sacrifice the most is the dribble penetration. Like he's pretty underrated going to the basket and creating shots within like 10, 15 feet.
I agree.
So I think he steps away from that and starts to defer a lot more to. Well, he'll defer more to the DeJounte because he's bigger. You know what I'm saying? And he can easily hit him on a cut or set it up so that DeJounte got to like with screens or whatever, or however the ball moves, he can rely on DeJounte for the dribble penetration. That's the part of his game I think he'll give up the most.
And he goes to the free throw line too, a lot too as well.
Yeah.
So.
No,
Yeah, I
he's very
just want to
good.
see how it works.
I agree.
I think Miami going fall. I don't think they finish in the top 3 this year. Especially if they stay the same. They lost PJ, so some of that tough defense they were able to play is gone.
If Hero stays healthy, then they can.
I can see Boston still finishing second, third.
Yes.
Bucks will be there second, third, maybe 4. Philly will be there 4, 5. I think the Nets will be there in the top 5 somewhere if they stay healthy.
Toronto then.
Toronto, I think, still finished 6, 7, like 5, 6, 7. Yeah.
I think
they finished 5th last year.
Because I think Chicago finished 4, 5 too.
Chicago finished 6th. They played Milwaukee in the first round.
But that's what I'm saying. This year,
Yeah.
I'm talking about this year coming up. I think
This
Chicago healthy can finish 4, 5. Because remember, Chicago was a threat in the East too when they were healthy. But DeMar was hitting 3-point game winners back to back. Like
then Lonzo got hurt.
Lonzo got hurt.
Yeah. Caruso got hurt.
Caruso got hurt. Javonte got hurt. Zach LaVine was babysitting the knee. Patrick Williams was coming back, and most of the team and the coaching staff got COVID. So they were really playing with a limited roster last year. Fully healthy, the Bulls are like top 4 in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah.
And then they added Drummond, which is what they really needed, some rebounding.
They got Dragic.
They got Dragic,
Dragic, come
some
on,
fish
bro.
going off the.
He's like 63.
I'm on that. I ain't gonna lie.
He's like 63, man.
I like Drummond though. I like the Drummond pickup though.
Well, Drummond makes sense because Vucevic.
The one thing I don't understand is how Drummond went from the Pistons being the center of an offense, like the center of a team. I mean, to now being passed around like a hot potato.
It's the new wave, bro. That's the NBA.
He was never supposed to be the.
You could say the same thing for Greg Monroe.
Because I remember he had some like him and B
yes.
used to go back and forth. Like he was up there in that conversation, like maybe 5'6", like he was. I don't know where they ranked him as a center.
Like every night, but if you can't expand your game outside the paint, there's really not no.
This is his role. This is
we
the
don't
role
need
to have from the start.
We don't need every big man shooting threes, Nike. I mean, Mel.
Just
I know we
rebound.
don't, but that's the way it is, though.
No, it's not.
Nah, it all depends on where he is.
I mean, Bam. Bam don't shoot threes. He's one of the best in the league.
Every
He
center
can
doesn't
shoot
shoot
his range though. He can shoot 15 to 20 feet out.
Oh, he
Andre
can't
do
yeah,
that.
no, I agree. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Andre can't do that. His skill set's very limited.
Even with
to
the
his
limited,
skill.
like
Like that's
like,
why he got in the NBA off that skill though. Like you can't some people can transition their game. The Brooks brothers, they can train like some bigs. Dirk Nowitzki became more of a shooter, even though he was a shooter. Vince Carter became more of a shooter late in his career. But BooWop said that to me, and somebody on the show, Gbaby, one of them said it. Not everybody goes through that transition where they could just be a shooter. Al Horford is becoming more of a shooter. If you look at the attempts of Al Horford taking threes early in his career to his Atlanta days to Boston days, he's taking like three. More of them, some players become shooters, some don't.
Like Robert Williams.
Think Drummond is that type of player to become a 3-point shooter in his career. He's just a player that I can give you some rebounds, I could catch some offensive rebounds and dunk the ball. That's my skill set. Blake Griffin too. Like Blake Griffin
shot three.
Didn't take a three.
That's Rudy Gobert too.
Well, he didn't don't Rudy doesn't like Clint Capella takes threes.
Jared Allen, there's a lot of
there's a handful of these guys that don't take threes because there's not in this. There's no need for them.
Taking threes though. It's like, can you defend the three? I don't think Drummond defended three well.
I don't think that's true. Well at all,
but it's not that many good perimeter centers in the league.
But again, it's all about where you fit, right? Now the reason why Drummond's skill set is perfect for Chicago is because we don't need you to score. We can get plenty of offense from the other four guys. Your job is to rebound. That's it. If you want to go to the line a few times, maybe a 4 or 5 dunks a game, you can average 12 and 18, and you're doing your job. That's the only thing we need you to do. Yeah. Now, but again, that's why I think he fits perfectly for Chicago. Initially, I wanted Dwight Howard to come to Chicago because I think he's still a free agent. But I thought about it. I'm like
Drummond
fits better because with him and Vucevic next to each other, Vucevic averaged, I want to say 12, I want to say 9 or 10 rebounds too. You know what I'm saying? Like he doesn't have to be the interior guy all the time now because now he can stretch out, knock down more threes. And
that's what they're saying about Minnesota though. That's what they're saying. That's what Gobert's taking away from Cat.
I haven't heard that. So you're saying Vooch? You're saying Vooch at the 4? Like you play Vooch at the 4 and then Drummond at
Vooch at the 4 and Drummond at the 5.
So you can have Lonzo, DeRozan, and Zach LaVine at your 3?
No, I would have no. Sorry, you don't start Drummond. Drummond comes off the bench with Ayo,
Javonte Green, probably.
Javonte Green,
Caruso,
Kobe White. Like that's a good bench.
Derrick Jones Jr.
Yes,
who's really hooping. And I was tight for a second because I wanted DJ gone. Him, Bradley, and the other guy.
I know Bradley. Bradley was.
Where's Rondo at?
Like
he's
Rondo's with. No, I think he's nowhere.
He's with the NBA.
Yeah, he's a free agent.
He's with the NBA.
But let's get to it. We got a TVT. I can't ask nobody who we got. Can I? Who we got?
You can ask me.
Who we got?
Who we got? We got the 02 Lakers and the 08 Boston Celtics.
The last team to three-peat.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get it. All right, I got the order for you. Is Mel, Nigel, NBA, Theo. All right. 02 Lakers versus 08 Boston. Mel, offense.
Lakers.
Nigel,
Lakers.
NBA.
Lakers.
Theo,
Boston.
defense.
That's Boston.
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 Better coach.
Lakers.
Lakers.
Better bench.
Boston.
Oh man. Because they had Derek Fisher coming off the bench. He started some games too though.
Yeah, they had Brian Shaw, Lindsey Hunter, Robert Ory.
Lindsey Hunter.
Yeah.
Kevin
George.
I'm gonna take the Lakers.
Six man.
Boston.
Who's Boston six man?
Who's the six?
I guess Tony Allen.
Was it Tony Allen?
Yeah.
Brady was over there too.
Gbaby,
it's like Tony Allen, Eddie House,
Gbaby,
Glenn Davis, and Leon Pope.
Yeah, PJ Brown too.
James Posey. I think.
Posey was it? Nah, I'm give me the Lakers. Lakers for 6 million.
Better playmaker. Best playmaker.
Lakers.
Boston.
I knew you was going there. Thank you, Theo. Toughness.
Boston.
Chemistry.
I'm gonna go Lakers.
Lakers.
Who would you rather play?
What era are we talking about? I'd rather play Celtics.
Yeah, they're like 6 years apart.
Damn. Yeah, I hate this. I'm gonna say, yeah, this is really tough. Would I rather play? I'd rather play.
I don't like this question.
I hate it. I'd rather play the Lakers.
I'd rather play the Celtics.
Boston.
Who wins?
I'm gonna go Lakers.
I don't like that question either.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Boston.
Damn, shit. It come down to big man for me. Like Shaq or Pert. I'm sorry. I'm taking the Lakers. I'm taking the Lakers.
Yeah, I could discuss.
The only reason I take the Lakers is because Tony Allen wasn't playing that much.
Oh, he was? Okay.
Shaq was shooting like 65% from free throw, and Kobe was shooting like 37% from free throw.
No, Kobe was like he was. They were both so.
That team stood out to me because everybody sees that photo when Shaq was dunking. He had 5 nets on him in the finals. Like,
yeah.
That was a net series, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's when they swept them. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see Perk stopping him, bro. I don't see KG stopping him. Like,
bro,
no, I agree.
That's abuse. And they beat that Spurs. Then they beat that Kings. The Mike Bibby Kings.
Yeah.
4-3.
Yeah,
they beat them 4-3.
That would be a good ass series for the Celtics.
So now let me ask this, Nigel. I know you said the Celtics had better chemistry. Even though that was their first year together, and then the Lakers were on their three-peat.
I know, but I picked the Celtics. I picked the Celtics because, like, the Lakers, like their rotation was kind of they kept swapping out players throughout the three-peat, and then also like Kobe, Shaq. That was probably like when the feud sort of really started. So I was like, and Boston had time to sort of, even though it was just 1 year, they had time to sort of develop that chemistry. Their guys were really playing, like Paul Pierce, Ray Allen, Garnett, even Rondo. Like,
yeah, I get it.
They just seemed like it's close. Like, I get picking the Lakers because they've been there, done that. But just went with the Celtics.
They had kind of the same core, though. You know, they had D-Fish, they had Ori, they had Fox, they had George. You know, they had the same core. They just had different players swapped out, kind of like what the Celtics did. You know, they got when they made those trade during draft night, they got KG and Real, and then they brought in a couple pieces for them too as well. So, I mean, I can definitely see how you thought that too as well. But that was a tough one too. And then always the who would you rather play? Like,
I don't.
That was tough.
Like, I don't know. I
didn't like that question at all. Don't ask.
Do I want Shaq giving me 40 and 20 and Kobe giving me 30?
Or do I want
no
one of the best defenses ever with 3 like star players? Like it's tough. Like, it's really tough.
You want to get
I think if
Paul Pierce, everybody else is going to press you or force you to do something. Even Real was playing.
Yes. Even Paul Pierce was like he was decent. Like he wasn't bad. Yeah. Like
when you look at the Lakers and like the reason I said Lakers Celtics had better chemistry is because as soon as KG came there, they was like little bro, like
yes,
Big Baby and Cole and all those guys. They was like even Rondo. They was like little. Like,
it was 20-21 Boston.
It's close.
That's so crazy.
Close, yeah. That's really close.
So crazy.
Yeah, this was probably the best one.
That was the hardest one. Yeah.
There would have been a good one, the 04 Pistons versus the 08 Celtics.
Oh, we just did Pistons versus Pistons last episode.
Oh, yeah, we did Pistons versus Bad Boys. 04 versus Bad Boys.
Ooh,
that one was good.
Yeah, that one's gonna be tough though because it depends on era you want to play in though. So it's like
definitely depends on the era you're playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that one, Troy. You can't ask that question anymore.
There was one that stood.
Well, who would you rather play? You gotta play somebody.
Yeah.
Some people will get upset with me because of my list.
Oh,
there's a reason why that Lakers team was the last team to repeat though. So
I like my list. I'm gonna see how
it is what it is.
Yeah.
Y'all ready? Top 10 active point guards?
Yes, sir. Let's go.
Y'all know the job to do. Y'all been here before.
All right, number 1, Steph.
Steph Curry.
Yeah, Steph is 1.
No, not for me. Everybody got their own?
Who is it?
Nah, it's collectively, Theo. You been
Who do you have 1, Theo?
I got Luka number 1.
Ooh.
Majority? We do majority or how? I
don't majority. That's what we do. Majority around here. Y'all know how this works. Why y'all act like this? Just your first rodeo.
I don't know. Neither. Sure.
Who is Luka?
Neither one of them play great defense for me. It's hard for me to make that distinction. That's really what it comes down to for me is who's better on the defensive side of the ball. I think Steph was hearing a lot of people taking Luka over him, and he kind of showed why in this finals run that he's still the best until proven guilty.
Yeah, I got
he's still the best until proven guilty.
Right. Still the best until proven the worst.
Who is Luka? I think we can agree, right?
Yeah, we can say
I would put Luka too.
Theo?
Yeah, we can say Luka.
I mean, he hasn't.
Fight for it, Theo?
Oh, he froze.
Theo said y'all not doing it?
You had to look away.
You hear me now?
Oh,
yeah. I said they put Luka at 2. You good with that?
Luka's not number 1, then I guess he's number 2 then. So.
You said what? What you say? Froze again?
No, Luka's number 2 then.
Okay.
I was gonna say, is James Harden a point guard? Are we considering him a point guard?
Yes.
No, he's a 2 guard. I ain't hearing that.
I thought he was a point guard.
I ain't hearing that.
He plays 2 guard, but like
I'm looking at a point guard list right now, and James Harden is not on it, so we're not counting.
Nah, he's a.
It's fine.
So is LeBron a point then, or no? We're not counting LeBron then.
No.
LeBron is a small
point forward.
LeBron's a forward.
Nah, we're not making up positions.
Yeah, we're not doing no
point
forward.
We're not making up positions.
We're not making up
positions.
positions.
Really is the point guard, but they start him at the 2, so I'll just say he's a 2. But you go either way.
I mean, Jokic is a center that plays point guard, so we can point. I'll put Trae Young at 3.
I have Damian Lillard. Who's everybody?
I put Trae.
I got Trae at 3.
Okay.
Wait, is James Harden a point guard or not? Who's the point guard for Philly?
No, you're not a point guard.
No, we're
not. He's not, I guess. So it would be Maxey, I guess. Yeah.
Harden is he's a shooting point.
It'd be Maxey, Harden, and then the rest.
Okay.
James Harden is a point shooting guard.
He really is a point guard, but it's like,
Yeah, it's
He's not on the list that I'm looking at of best point guards in the year 2022.
I'm not.
So,
Yeah,
who's
I'm not
number
talking about the
4?
list. Dame.
Number 4, Dame.
Chris Paul.
Dame.
Nah, I got Ja.
Chris Paul.
Theo, who you said?
No, yeah, I'm saying. I'm
What?
about to say Ja.
You said Ja, Theo?
He froze up.
I
Yeah.
said Ja Morant.
So I got 2 Ja's and what else?
Dame.
I said Chris Paul.
Dame and Chris Paul.
I guess it's Ja. Ja better than Dame? That's I don't know.
I
Hey, you
mean,
can change him around later. Who's 5?
Dame.
Dame's he's got to be somewhere in the top 5 at least, right?
I guess you can put Chris. I think you can put Dame then. Yeah.
No Chris
Gotta
Paul?
be.
Yeah,
Nah. I think Chris Paul. That fiasco on the
But is Dame active though? He's active point guard.
Yeah, he's still playing. He's still active.
Still playing.
He's still in the
No, I
league.
don't know if that's counted as active.
What you mean?
I mean, active.
'Cause he ain't
It's like
getting
you're still in the
active.
NBA, not retired.
No, he's not getting active. He's not getting active. So
I got Drew Holiday here today.
you say nothing?
No, you got to.
I mean, what you
You
say?
got to explain. You got to explain that one.
We got a
Yeah,
basketball male and a football male. What you say?
If he didn't play last season, then I don't like. He didn't play enough for me to get him, top.
I mean, if that's how we're doing it.
Yeah, if you're going by
Dame,
games
right.
played,
If that's how
then-
we're doing it, Dame ain't even on the list.
I would. I ain't on my list.
That's fair. I mean,
But
if that's how we're
I
doing
got
it.
Harden on my list too. So
So when I think of active, I think of players that are still playing in the NBA. That's
Still
Nah,
playing.
I mean Melvin is right. It's still active as active basketball players.
still playing in the NBA.
Okay,
All right, we at 6.
So when we make the list, are y'all talking about what you think they're going to do next year, or what
When they're
No,
when
just
they're healthy.
the top 10
When they're
active
healthy.
point guards right now.
Who's
Chris
better?
Paul should be on the list already.
Nah, I like that he's not. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I'll put CP3 at 6.
I've got
I got Kyrie at 6.
I have.
Kyrie.
Yeah.
Oh, we got Kyrie anywhere on this list.
Oh yeah.
Is he going CP3 at 6?
Who else at CP? Was that 2 people?
CP3.
Did I have them?
Okay.
Hold
I
on, let me
guess
go to my-
I had somebody
Who do I
completely
have
different.
at
But we could put CP. CP.
You change them around later. Just give me names.
I got Shot at 7.
Darius Garland. Shea a point guard? Is Troy? Is Shea on that point guard list?
He's a point guard.
He's a point guard.
Yeah, he is.
He's on the list. Okay, all right. I'll have Darius Garland.
LaMelo.
Nah, LaMelo got some more. He got some work to do.
Yeah,
I haven't seen enough.
What about Fred VanVleet?
I haven't seen enough.
Not at 7. Not at 7. Garland better than all those guys.
Better than SGA?
Yeah, I got Garland. I got Garland.
I got Garland.
There you go.
It's close.
There you go.
SGA is my next
dig it up.
one. But I'll
They're
put
going
Garland.
Darius Garland.
Yeah, Darius Garland. And the next, yeah. Well, Kyrie got a.
Kyrie got to be somewhere.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll just go ahead and put Kyrie.
Why does Kyrie have
I don't.
What you mean?
Because outside of those 7 point guards that we have already, I mean,
Are there 10 better? than
outside
him?
of
Like just
right, you know,
I don't think there's 10 better than him.
there's
I
not.
mean,
I'm sorry, health. Nah,
so y'all can, I don't know. Y'all can put Kyrie up there.
Like if we're doing the health thing, then sure. But
I mean, who you gonna have over Kyrie? Kyle
He doesn't have
Lowry,
SGA though.
De'Aaron Fox, Conley. Like,
yeah,
You
I
got
put
Kyrie
Kyrie.
over SGA though?
You could put SGA. I am not mad at that. But I'll put Kyrie.
if we put Kyrie at 10, I'm good with that.
SGA, and then there's somebody missed. Drew Holiday.
Drew Holiday. Yeah.
Over VanVleet?
Yes.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. Why do I feel like there's someone missing? There's not. Never mind.
That's not.
It's not.
Yeah, because you wouldn't put Westbrook up there. You wouldn't put.
No, there's nobody here. Nobody.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
Are you guys moving anybody?
I mean, if this is my list, Damian Lillard's at 3, but
I'll put Lillard over Morant.
Yes, I'd put him over Trey, but I get Trey over him. I can understand that.
I would put Drew Holiday over SGA.
I wouldn't.
Just because of defense. Like defense matters.
I'd also
he's the best on-ball defender.
Well, you could say that about Kyrie then.
On-ball defender?
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, if you put him ahead of SGA, you can put him ahead of Kyrie. You could put him at, like, I don't know. By that, you could put him at like 7.
Y'all gotta agree on moving people. I'm just not moving it up one person. So if y'all can't
agree on Dame over Ja?
Yes.
When healthy, I can do that.
Sure.
Okay.
You can do that.
There's one.
Damn, he got one more season. If Ja makes another step this season, then I think he needs to shoot better from perimeter. He got to work on his defense.
I mean, I would put Kyrie over Garland.
Decision with the ball.
That's not crazy. I'd move CP3 down, but that's just me.
I'd honestly Kyrie at CP3 then, and put Kyrie at 6.
That's fine. CP3. That's fine.
Put CP3 at 8. Yeah.
Yeah, do that. Yeah.
Theo.
CP3. No, why was that? You said active point guards. He's one of the best active point guards. He was in the MVP race as a point guard. Once you ahead of him with Steph, Luka, Trey, the people in front of him was ahead of him.
Like, they say move Kyrie to 6 and CP down.
That's why I had CP3 at 4.
I have him at 8.
So we can't agree.
Stuck it up in the playoffs. You mean keep CP? I mean, if you want to move Kyrie instead of Darius Garland, I understand that too, though.
Everybody said that first, so I'm moving that.
CP should stay there.
I think CP3 is about to fall off a cliff.
I think he's 8 right now. I think he's 8
right now. We gotta agree. I think that's it. I think that's all we're gonna get agreeing here.
No, this is a fine list. This is a fine list.
Yeah. I think people only have.
Anything
CP3
else you want to petition, Theo?
No, I don't want to do that. That's good. I do want to put James Harden on the list, but y'all don't want to put him.
Nah, he's not shooting.
Why is nobody giving Van Vliet any love? That's why I want to know about that.
He's like 11. He's like 11 or 12. He's good. I like him.
He can be an honorable mention. Yeah.
I don't think he's better than Holiday.
He's better than
11 and 15.
Who, Van Vliet?
Tyrese Maxey? Yeah.
I think so.
I think so.
I think he's better. Yeah.
Maxey.
Fox is up there.
Aaron Fox.
There's a lot of good point guards. There's like 7
Brogdon.
There's a lot.
BooWop. Oh, he didn't come back. I don't know what happened to BooWop.
He was driving, so hopefully he ain't trying to be on the podcast and drive at the same time. Come on, BooWop. Do better than that, man. Do better.
You heard him. You heard it here live, BooWop. I'm texting your ass too. Make sure you
don't podcast. And just safer out. If that's what's.
Don't podcast and drive, BooWop. Don't podcast and drive.
All right. Normally I ask BooWop what time is it, and he tells me it's safer out time, Troy. And then I ask him who we got. And he'd be like, I don't know.
We got.
And then I'll ask the rest of you guys who we got.
You got Stephon Marbury.
Stephon put the shoes on Marbury. All right. He was drafted by the Milwaukee Bucks at the first round, 4th overall in 1996. On his career, he played 846 games, averaged 19.3 points, 3 rebounds, 7.6 assists, 43.3% from the field, 32.5% from the 3, 78.4% from the free throw, and 47.0% efficient field goal percentage. 2-time All-Star, 2-time All-NBA, 96-97 All-Rookie. Now, the one thing I did not get is his games best. So we can skip it this time, but next time I'll get him. I didn't get his games best, but we know Stephon Marbury was a baller. But now I need to ask the question of how you guys feel on is Stephon Marbury in or out of, safe or out of the From the Sideline Hall of Fame.
Yeah, he was in that loaded 96 draft.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
He only missed 30 games in his.
One of the best player or one of the best drafts ever.
Yeah, I agree, Nigel. Oh man, that's tough.
8 season average over 20 points.
I see why people put it. It's close. It's really close.
He's that generation's version of CJ McCollum.
I don't know. He remind me a lot of he and Steve Francis to me are very similar.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
16,000 career points.
I know he went to my college, bro. But if it's me,
Who did?
Marbury.
Georgia Tech.
Okay.
If it's me, he's out. It's hard.
Yeah, you could go either way. Yeah.
Never made it out the first round. Never.
Yeah, he's out.
Last year he made it out the first round, but he wasn't even playing really.
Where was that? Boston.
Boston.
He shot terribly in the playoffs too.
Yeah, 3.7 points that year, so he didn't really.
Oh yeah, he did average 3.7 points.
I'm leaning towards keeping him out, but it's.
I said out.
He averaged 20 in the playoffs one
season.
3 times.
Yeah.
3 times.
Did we say the same thing kind of about Antoine Jameson too?
Yeah. Was Antoine in or out? He was out.
I think we put him in. I think.
You gotta always pull out the damn Hall of Fame spider.
I think we put him in.
You did?
I'm trying to remember because I know we had a discussion about that too.
No need to wreck your brain. I have the papers.
That man.
He did not shoot.
Honestly, I think my decision's gonna rest on whether Antoine Jameson.
Antoine Jameson got swept. He got a full sweep. 5 people voted, and all 5 of those people voted his ass out of here.
And he's out.
All right. Yeah, I'm voting Steph out.
He's
If
out.
Antoine was in, I would have voted Steph.
He don't got enough stuff. He don't got enough good stuff, man.
Yeah, to me, he doesn't have enough to get in. Two All-Stars, and I don't even care about All-Stars, 2 All-NBAs, and he played what? 13 seasons?
13 years, probably.
Yeah, he played 13 years. Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, that's not enough for me.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Yeah.
I wish I could get a better fight. Have a better fight for you, Stephon. I like you. I wore your sneakers as a kid, but
No, he's dope as hell.
His problem
Yeah.
is
No one was doing that.
He's dope in China.
Only him and
so is
Shaq.
Rondo.
great in China.
So is Jeremy Lin, the superstar.
He spent too much time with the Knicks.
Where is G with that, man?
Every time a great player goes to the Knicks, their career is kind of
You need to go watch that episode, Nigel, so you can
Yeah, I will.
listen to the whole conversation of me trying to understand how
Yeah, I
Jeremy
only
Lin
can
was a
watch
superstar.
I'm gonna watch that episode because
It's another day.
prime Jeremy Lin.
Yeah,
One of these days, I gotta finish getting the Jeopardy together. We got the Jeopardy episode coming soon.
yeah.
I don't know. I ain't gonna say soon, but it's coming. And then I want to do a look back episode when we look back on like our heated debates.
Prime Danny Green.
Montage of
Prime Danny
Yeah.
Green.
Prime Danny Green was tough.
And the bus driver KD was a good one too.
Bus driver. Arian Foster and Marshawn Lynch.
Gbaby
We're
and
gonna have
Mullet.
we're gonna have a good one. We're gonna have good ones to look back on. But Theo,
that episode-
Stephon Marbury, safe out.
Out.
Mel,
Out.
NBA,
Out. Big out.
Nigel,
Out.
another sweep.
Get him out of here.
I got papers to put away over here. I've been slacking ever since I started working. All right. But let's get it. I'm on one today. All right, I got a what do you know for you guys. I got 10 questions for you guys. First person to give me the answer is the one that gets the question right. Nigel is the king behind Trent, but Trent started football, so we won't have Trent. But I'm gonna jump right into it. Your first question is: there have only been 5 quadruple doubles achieved in the NBA during the 20th century. Which player is responsible for 2 of them?
Hakeem
David
Olajuwon.
Robinson.
Robinson.
Ooh, Elijah Wan is correct, Nigel. I told you he got bullets in his eyes. All right, he got bullets in his eyes. The show over after this deal. All right.
You know.
The red ox in China means what?
The red ox.
Well, good luck. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Courage. I don't know.
Wisdom.
Incorrect, Theo. Incorrect, NBA. Who said courage? Yes, who said it? Yeah.
That was me saying courage.
Can you say that again?
The red ox in China means what?
Stephon Marbury.
He says Stephon. Incorrect. Mel.
Wisdom.
Incorrect. It meant the Chicago Bulls.
Oh, the red ox. Okay, that actually.
Hey, chill out.
I thought it was like some Year of the Tiger type
That's what I'm
shit.
saying.
Yeah.
Like
It's
some Chinese New
basketball.
Year.
It's basketball.
I just
In
threw out.
2012, NBA superstar Kevin Durant appeared as himself.
Thunderstruck.
Mevin
Oh,
said,
you could just.
Gbaby does it all the time. What are you talking about?
I
didn't even see that movie, yo.
The
I
first
did.
African American to play an NBA game was.
I forgot what his name is. Oh,
Hey, no, that's a tough question. The first African
I
American.
forgot what his name is.
I forgot his name too.
Think you gotta think. You can't be giving up in the quiz. You gotta try to get
No,
him work.
that's what I'm trying to think.
I forgot what I'm still thinking about.
The league,
African.
the NBA been
Who's the first African?
in the NBA, not the ABA, right?
It's not Casey
NBA.
Jones, is it?
Are you saying ABA too?
NBA, not ABA. NBA. And Mel, that is incorrect.
Tragic.
Theo, Nigel, and Missing B. Nigel looked like he trying to look something up real
No,
real sneaky.
I have nothing.
Shuddering his eyes down and up and forward and all that. I'll catch a
I
glimpse
think
of the
of his
answer.
name.
First black player.
10-second timer is going to start soon.
Damn.
I don't even know, but Bill
good.
Russell, he old.
Bill Russell.
That is crazy.
Who said
It's
Bill
very
Russell?
wrong.
NBA?
I said it, and I know it's wrong.
Why you gotta bring the newly dead into this, bro? Like I'm not gonna make it.
Because he was 88.
It's incorrect. It's incorrect. Nigel?
Neil Johnston. I'm just throwing something out.
No, his name was Earl Lloyd.
Oh, that's right.
I've heard that
Yeah.
name. I've heard that.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
In 2013-14 and in 2014-15 seasons, NBA star Anthony Davis led the league in which category?
Blocks.
Rebound.
I said that. That was me. That was me.
Who you heard first, Theo?
Never said blocks first.
Yeah, I heard Mel.
It was Mel.
All right.
That's who I heard too.
All right.
In August of 2014, NBA star Paul George changed his uniform number from 24 to
13.
13.
Who said that, Theo?
13, I said first.
Theo, you said it first?
No,
I said it first.
Yeah, I thought NBA said it first.
Yeah.
That's who you heard, Theo?
What is NBA?
Yeah.
I need some help.
Yeah. Yeah, I fired that one off.
I think I'm not trying to say y'all gonna lie if I ask y'all, but I know Theo will be truthful with it.
No, it was NBA.
What team did Doc Rivers coach at the start of the 1999 NBA season?
Magic.
Okay, got Tim Duncan.
Nigel.
Could have got Tim Duncan. Heck.
Yeah. Grant Hill, T-Mac.
Oh, I will correct myself on the time that basketball was started with this question. In 1891, which Canadian American teacher invented basketball?
James Naismith.
Oh, that was definitely Melvin.
That was definitely who?
Oh, yeah.
That was definitely Mel.
You might got a lag, Nigel. You might got a little lag.
No, y'all can have that one.
That's got to be it because I'm hearing myself first.
Because Nigel really believed he's.
But we get this. No, Theo, we get this all the time, though. We get this all the time with not with you, with other people that play the game. They swear they say it first, but everybody else hear somebody else
That's
first.
fine.
So,
No, if y'all heard it that way,
Mr.
then
NBA, who did you hear first?
Who did I hear first? I heard Mel first.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just saying I hear myself first. Yeah.
Two more questions and we out of here.
All right.
Yeah.
At the 2018 NBA All-Star Game, who won the skills challenge?
Sabonis?
Incorrect. Who you said here?
I said Bam.
No,
Spencer Dinwiddie.
that is correct, Nigel.
Let's go.
Y'all let Nigel walk away with the game. Let me see.
Cool.
1, 2, 3. All right.
Yeah, 3.
Melvin, you got 2. Mel, you got 3, and Nigel has 3.
Oh,
So if Nigel or Mel gets this, they will break the tie. All right. NBA, you got 1. Theo, you got none. Theo, you got to get this not to get sweat, bro. I keep a record of when you get sweat.
I'm on the board, man. I'm on the board.
Where did the 2018 NBA draft take place?
Barclays.
Oh, damn. Mel walks away with the
You got it? Okay. All right.
That's a W. All right.
Barclay, if you didn't know, it was.
Aren't they all in Barclays? Or am I tripping? The last couple of years, they all.
The last couple of years I've been there, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I guess since 2018. But final thoughts, Mr. NBA.
I mean, I had a good time today. I just don't like having to pick between who would I rather play. So we need to stay away from that question.
Hey, you say you want to be a part of the podcast, you got to get used to it.
I know, but that's tough though. Like that's Shaq. You know?
That's how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be tough. It's supposed to make you think and pick a side, choose somebody. That's what the point of it is. It'll get easier as you go on. I promise. Nigel, final thoughts.
Good show. Rest in peace, Bill Russell. You know.
Rest in peace to Bill. Rest in heaven. Mel, final thoughts.
Where's Juan Soto going to end up with the trade deadline for Major League Baseball coming tomorrow? And also, this Deshaun Watson only getting 6 games for all those sexual assaults.
That was on my thing.
But Calvin Ridley gets a year for betting on games he didn't even play in. I don't get it.
Josh Norman got 25 for weed. Like,
it's not the. I mean, I think it's different because it wasn't handled. Whatever. Yeah, it was on my list to talk about it, but we didn't get to it. It's a basketball show. We'll get to it on Friday when the football guys are here. But Theo, final thoughts.
Yeah, man. Once again, rest in peace to the legend Bill Russell, man. It was tough. It was a great show, man. Appreciate you guys, man. It was fun talking with you guys. James Harden, the point guard.
Y'all all came with your own individual point guard lists, and
he was ready.
But thank you guys for coming on the show. BooWop was here, but I guess he has some technical difficulties. I gotta call him, make sure he good, because like and NBA say he did pop in and he was driving, so we want to make sure he good. We brothers over here.
Podcast and drive.
Do not drink and drive, podcast and drive, text and drive, smoke and drive. Beat your kids and drive. But this you got Troy.